We continue to follow breaking news. Wink was first to tell you firefighter Mike McCarty was found dead in his home yesterday. This is the fire McCarty died in. This video was taken by a neighbor on Colusa Trace Circle south of Alico Road near San Carlos Park Elementary. I'm Amanda Hall.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. We're glad you're sticking with us. It's a tough day for a lot of folks. We can tell you that Wink News reporter Amy Gallo joins us now live from the home. Amy, what do you know at this hour?
I've learned a lot about who Mike was as a person. South Trail Fire tells us that he was one of their own. Many here knew him as Mike, but his name is Michael McCarty. You may recognize him. I want you to take a look at your screen. We have a screen. I have a photo of him there for you. You may recognize him from one of the many times he was out in our community helping out neighbors. South Trail Fire called this a devastating and unexpected loss for their department. They expressed their love toward McCarty's family, friends, and fellow firefighters. He was a valued member of their family and dedicated his life to serving others. McCarty had most recently been employed with the Upper Captiva Fire Protection and Rescue Service District. He started his career as a firefighter with the City of Fort Myers Fire Department and served in the United States Marine Corps. I've spoken to several neighbors who called Mike a very friendly man. They are all shocked to have learned that he is now gone, and many have come by the house to pay their respects. I spoke with a woman off camera earlier today. She told me that many of the community enjoy coming by this house and knew Mike, even if they didn't really know him on a first-hand basis, through these lights, these lanterns he has on this tree in his front yard. They glow and they're very beautiful at night, so many people come by with their dogs as they're doing their nightly walks to see them. She told me that last night after the fire, coming by here was heartbreaking and really hit hard. Seeing those lights, they were still glowing, but that house in the background was just a shell of what it once was. This community is definitely shaken by this loss, and I continue to talk to neighbors and try to get a picture of who Mike was. All we know is that he was definitely loved. I'm live in San Carlos Park, Amy Gallo, Wink News.
Amy, thanks. We want to bring in Wink security analyst Rich Kolko. He joins us now. So, Rich, talk a little bit about fire marshals, the next steps. What do they do?
Well, fire marshals are really good at what they are doing, which is investigating. They don't end up in that job without years of training and experience, both as a firefighter and in the marshal system. Lots of training. They do a couple simple things. As soon as they show up on the scene, they want to analyze what are they looking at. Okay, they're going to start looking for evidence. There's going to be basically a preliminary investigation. They want to make sure everybody's safe to go in there. One of the most important things, documenting the scene. What do they find in the house? And then they're going to have to do for evidence collection. These are different than like crime scene collection. They've got to find out if there's any evidence of accelerants, about how the fire would have started, where it would have started. Don't forget, this is the home of a firefighter, so if there was anything suspicious, a firefighter may have well known. They're going to spend some time interviewing witnesses, neighbors. Was there something going on? Was there any sight of things coming and going from the house? Did they know anything about the person that was there? And they'll do an analysis, and then they're going to put together a report. Everybody's going to want an answer very, very quickly about this. While they may have some initial suggestions or ideas about what occurred, they're not going to have a final answer immediately. That could take weeks or even months.
This is a very large crime scene. You heard her talking about the neighbors who walk that area. It's kind of a beacon in their community every night. How long should neighbors really expect for there to be all of this investigative work happening there?
The investigative work shouldn't take more than a couple of days, you would expect, as long as they don't find something completely unusual. But this is the home of a firefighter, so if there is anything suspicious, he certainly would have been an expert. Another important thing here is we want to jump to conclusions here. Let's not do that. We really don't know what happened, what the background was, or any outside influences. It's going to take a little time, and while I know the audience and we want to know immediately what happened, we're going to have to give the marshal and his investigative team the time to find out.
Rich, thanks.